Hello, my friend. Picture the scene. You're stuck on a desert island, but you're only allowed to bring 10 essential plugins with you. Essentially, my top 10 plugins, or the plugins that if I was forced to only use 10 on a mix, that I would choose. I've agonized a bit over this list. I know I'm going to have missed a few things out. I know there's going to be plugins as well that you guys are going to think, how have you not included this? Let me know in the comments box below. Well, I'm going to kick things off with this plugin, and it's from Kit Plugins, and it's their BBN105, their version 2. It's their Blackbird channel strip, and I've covered this a lot on this channel. But I just think out of all the channel strip plugins that I've tried, this one just covers all the bases that I need. Plus, it sounds really good. 4-band EQ. Those two mid-band EQ knobs are super handy, and you've also got high-pass filter as well, which not all channel strips have. And as I say, it sounds great. The saturation sounds great. It's very smooth and it's super easy to use. My channel strip of choice goes in at number 1. Now, secondly, these are in no particular order, by the way. They're literally just the 10 plugins that I can bring with me. The first compressor in my list, and it's the LA2A, my all-time favorite compressor. It just sounds great. I love how simple it is to use. I just like simple stuff that I don't have to dive too deeply into. You can put the LA2A on just about everything and it's going to sound great. This is my favorite example of the plugins from Universal Audio. I did a video a year or two ago just comparing about 5 or 6 different plugins, and this one easily came out on top to my ears. And I think most people in the comments agreed. This is a great sounding plugin, and it's going in the kit bag for the second plugin for my Desert Island mix. Third up, and it's the second compressor, the 1176, again from Universal Audio. Much like the LA2A, this one sounds better to me than any other 1176s that I've got in my plugin library. Again, super easy to use, as long as you remember the attack and release work the other way around to most other compressors, as did the original. It sounds great, and it partners very, very nicely indeed with the LA2A. With those two compressors, you've got most of your compression needs covered. The fourth plugin I'm going to be bringing to my Desert Island mixing experience is Decapitator from Sound Toys. I think still got to be the most versatile saturation plugin out there. It sounds great. The low cut feature and the tone controls are really, really handy on it. And it stood the test of time. Not much more to say about this one. Those 5 different style controls, the bottom, and all the different controls on the plugin itself means it works in a multitude of setups, from drums to bass, guitar and vocals. Plugin number 5, and I'm bringing in a reverb plugin, again from Sound Toys, little plate, much like the LA2A. I love it because it's super simple. It might seem a little indulgent to bring along a simple plate reverb plugin like this one in a top 10 list. But the reason being as well is this plugin finds itself on every single mix that I work on. So I kind of got to include it in the list. Okay, plugin number 6 isn't very exciting, but I kind of think I need to come a bit down to reality and include a stock EQ. This one from Presonus, but whatever DAW used to working with. I think a stock EQ's got to be essential for doing all of that important EQ work. I mean, it's not a very exciting choice, but I think if it didn't put in a basic EQ, I'll probably regret it when I'm sitting on my desert island sucking on a coconut. Plugin number 7 is a bit of a beast, Landers Mastering Pro plugin. The lovely thing about this plugin is when I finish my mix and it's getting a bit hot on the desert island, I can let this plugin do its mastering job. I can sit back on a deck chair sucking on a coconut. The second nice thing about this plugin is that once it's done its master, I've got all the tools in front of me. EQ, I've got a de-esser, I've got a compressor. I can adjust the limiter to for loudness. I've got all of that bundled in my this plugin, so I don't have to add extra limiters and extra compressors and EQs into my top 10 list. So it's a real space saver and a great plugin. Limiting myself to just one tape plugin is a real challenge because I've got quite a lot and I really like using tape saturation and tape plugins. But if I had to choose, J37 from Waves would probably be the one that I think could get most of the jobs done. In a normal mix, I'll use this mostly for tracks, and I tend to prefer Soft Tube's tape for the mix bus, but you could tame this one down, whereas you can't get things too crazy with Soft Tube's tape. The J37 can get really saturated and wild, and you get some really cool effects with it. Plus, it's got a great delay in it too, so you can get quite a lot of different things going with this tape plugin, a lot of different flavors, and it works on a lot of different sources. So J37 from Waves is my tape plugin of choice, going with me to the desert island. Okay, so I've got 2 spaces left, and I'm now thinking, was this totally necessary given I've got delay with the J37? But I'm going to indulge myself with delay because I do use it a lot when I'm mixing. I love Echo Boy, and I love Echo Boy Junior even more because it's simpler. I find it's really fast to use, and it does everything that I need from Echo Boy in this plugin. If you grabbed it around December, you would have got it for free from SoundSource, which is incredible. It's just my go-to delay. I'm just thinking, what have I missed? Let me know in the comments. And my final plugin that I bring into the desert island in my top 10 plugins is going to be this one. I think a bit of an ace up my sleeve from THR is Vox Guru, because it takes care of all my vocal needs. I've got some great plugins already that I'm bringing with me that I could work with vocals, but this has got everything all in one plugin. It's got the EQ, it's got the compressor, it's got not just tape, but you've got a whole bunch of different effects here, and tube and fuzz saturation. I've got a lot of different rooms I can choose from for reverb, and as well as the doubler, I've got a whole bunch of different effects here, amp effects, chorus, harmonies as well. This thing will take care of my vocals. It's a great plugin. So that is my desert island top 10 plugins that I would bring with me. I think, have I missed anything essential? What do you think about this list? What would be your list? What plugins do you think, oh my God, Johnny, I can't believe you didn't bring that with you? Let me know in the comments box below. Have yourself a great day.